Attraction and affection don't stay the same, and love can feel different for each person. That said, you'll need to make an effort to sustain love in your relationship over time. People often talk about love as if everyone experiences it in the same way, but life experiences and relationship history can alter the course of typical romantic attraction. If you've experienced relationship abuse or betrayal, you might feel cautious about letting your guard down again. This could temper the feelings of euphoria and impulsivity that often accompany the first stages of love. In short, while there's no single way to fall in love, you'll probably notice a few key physical and emotional signs. Here are some signs of you being in love with someone. Number 1. Your thoughts return to them regularly. Maybe you frequently think back to your last interaction or plan your next meeting. You want to tell them about your experiences every day, the great, the awful, and the ordinary. If they're having a hard time, you may worry about their difficulties and brainstorm ways to help. When spending time with family and friends, you might talk about them a lot and imagine how much your loved ones will like them too. Number 2. You feel safe with them. Trust is generally a key component of love. If you've experienced relationship trauma or heartbreak before, you might assign particular importance to this sense of emotional safety. When you see them, you might notice your tension relaxes, in much the same way as it does when you return home after a long day. It's normal to want to protect yourself from pain. Feeling safe enough with someone to trust them with your personal weaknesses or vulnerabilities often suggests developing love. Number 3. Life feels more exciting. The rush of hormones associated with love can make everything seem more exciting, particularly when you know you'll see them soon. Time might seem to fly by when you're together and crawl like a turtle after they leave. You might even notice renewed energy and interest in the mundane things you do every day. Folding laundry, taking a walk, so much more fun when you're in love, especially when they're nearby. Number 4. You want to spend a lot of time together. Loving someone often means wanting to spend plenty of time with them, so you might find yourself craving their company more than ever before. You might leave their company feeling somewhat unsatisfied, as if the time you spent together wasn't enough. You may not care much about what you do together, simply that you are together. Another key sign? Your interest in spending time with them doesn't depend on their mood or energy level. Even when they feel sad, cranky, or frustrated with life, you still want to show up and offer support. Number 5. You feel a little jealous of other people in their life. Jealousy is an emotion like any other. Generally speaking, it's what you do with jealousy that matters. Talking about your feelings never hurts, but you might want to skip the digital snooping and social media stakeouts. When you love someone, you might fixate on the other people they spend time with and wonder about their relationship with each other, or worry about potential threats to your love, such as an attractive coworker they mention regularly, or an old flame who's still part of their life. Number 6. You feel compassion for them. When you're in love with someone, you'll start to develop strong compassion for them. The powerful urge to be connected to this person brings new aspects to your relationship, such as emotional or physical intimacy, passion, and a desire to know everything about them and be known by them in return. You may also find yourself wanting to take care of or be cared for by your partner. Number 7. You feel out of your mind. It's completely normal to feel out of your mind when falling for someone. The brain of a person falling in love looks the same as the brain of a person who has taken cocaine. You can thank dopamine, which is released in both instances, for that feeling. This is a good explanation for why people in new relationships can act absolutely nonsensically. Number 8. You've been stressed lately. Although love is often associated with warm and fuzzy feelings, it can also be a huge source of stress. Being in love often causes your brain to release the stress hormone cortisol, which can lead you to feel the heat. So if you've noticed your patience is being tested a little more than normal, or you're kind of freaking out, you may not need to carry a stress ball just yet. You may just be in love. Number 9. You're trying new things. Everyone wants to impress their date in the beginning of their relationships, but if you find yourself consistently trying new things that your partner enjoys, you may have been bitten by the love bug. In fact, A study found that people who have claimed to be in love often had varied interest and personality traits after those relationships. So even if you hate that square dancing class you're going to with your partner, it could have a positive effect on your personality. Number 10. Your heart rate synchronizes with theirs. Your heart may skip a beat when you think about the one you love, but a study showed that you may also be beating in time with each other. A study suggested that couples' hearts begin to beat at the same rate when they fall in love. Although you may not be able to tell if this has happened without a few stethoscopes, feeling a deep connection to your partner is as good a sign as any that you're in love. Number 11. You want them to be happy. Love is an equal partnership, but you'll find someone's happiness becomes really important to you when you're falling for them. So-called compassionate love can be one of the biggest signs of a healthy relationship, according to research. This means that you're willing to go out of your way to make your partner's life easier and happier. If you find yourself going out of your way to keep your partner dry when walking in the rain or making them breakfast on a busy weekday morning, it's a sign you've got it bad. Number 12. Everything feels new and exciting. You're excited to do things you've already done a million times before because it's with your partner this time. They're the first ones you think of when you see a romantic movie preview or when you're planning to make a trip to Chipotle. You'd even be willing to sit through 4 hours of a sports game if it means spending time with them. Sullivan says that's because love sparks a new change in you. When you're in love, the basis of your perception changes. I compare it to a feeling of being really awake and excited. Number 13. You feel comfortable sharing your secrets. Love eliminates the feeling of embarrassment and encourages vulnerability as it helps you share the keys to your respective secret worlds with each other. If you feel comfortable sharing your deepest, darkest, or even innocent secrets with them, it is possible that you love them. Since you trust him, you don't feel the need to hide anything from them. Number 14. You are experiencing mood swings. Falling in love can feel like an emotional roller coaster. Since you are experiencing a surge of hormones, you may go through many conflicting emotions all at once. It can be challenging to fully decipher what you are going through. Plus, if you are trying to figure out if he loves you back, you may overthink or overanalyze every move of his, thereby worsening the mood swings. Number 15. You have him in your future. Seeing him in your future is a real sign of falling in love. You may be making plans to travel together, move into his house, or even get married. By seeing him right beside you in all your future endeavors, you show a level of commitment to him and are interested in developing your relationship even further.